right, you see the Elimination Chamber out as we kick off the Ready to Rumble pay-per-view from the beautiful Ready to Rumble Arena. We are starting out with a 6-man Elimination Chamber match, the winner of whom is going to be in the Rumble. So this is for a spot at the Rumble, and of course, the winner of the Rumble gets a title shot tonight. So all of these men vying for a title shot. Now, we see Elijah George coming out first, but what links the participants here in the first match? I'll tell you what it is. Every RLWF men's champion who is not already in the Rumble is in this match. And on top of that, we also threw in an extra one because we didn't have enough we only had 5. But we're having a night of champions, a match of champions, and theoretically, one of these men can take the RLWF title again. We're not going to go through every single one of these entries here because they take forever. And out next, the very first RLWF men's champion, none other than Hannibal Armstrong, on loan again from the Arizona Psychiatric Penitentiary in what is very clearly a terrible, terrible decision on the part of the RLWF. I mean, if I am their lawyer, I am fuming. This is just rife with liability suits. But that said, you can't argue with the talent, with the power of Hannibal Armstrong. I mean, this is what I'm saying. I mean, it's dangerous for the other wrestlers. It's dangerous for the staff. It's dangerous for the crowd. He has to be escorted backstage by officers of the law just to ensure that he doesn't kill anybody. I mean, it's a terrible idea. I mean, listen, we all love watching Hannibal Armstrong, but a terrible idea. A terrible idea. Okay, we're going to skip through some of these intros here. We got a lot of wrestling to get to tonight. And next up, formerly, I mean, I don't think it's been holding out. We'll see if tonight, I mean, a win tonight might change our perspective. The luckiest man in RLWF, it is none other than Gorilla Mondo. Direct from the deepest, darkest jungles, right onto the stage and making his way down to the Elimination Chamber. Former RLWF men's champion, Gorilla Mondo. A packed house, as always. And next up, you want to talk about someone who probably should be in a cage to begin with. None other than Smash Sanchez, making an appearance at the pay-per-view.
And from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at
I mean, again, an incredibly dangerous superstar.
There's only going to be one winner tonight.
Again, the first 4 people that are coming out here are going to be in the pods. The final 2 are going to be who is going to have to start off the match and fight their way all the way from the number 1 or 2 position. All right. And last but not least, listen, we ran out of RLWF men's champions to put in this match. We only had 5 that weren't already in. Of course, all the community members are going to be in the Royal Rumble match, and also Stone Justice is also going to be in the Royal Rumble. And so we pulled in 2-time All-Star champion Jesus Cruz. Just as deserving as anyone, no doubt. Making his way to the ring.
Gentlemen, I wouldn't wish the pain of this structure on my worst enemy. Trust me, I've seen a few of them in this match before. A competitor who always has his
Bear with me 1 second here, guys.
For a major battle.
Jesus Cruz. And there we go. So it's going to be... Oh, of course. What am I talking about? Why am I ready to start the match when I have forgotten, like a fool, the greatest RLWF men's champion in the history of the RLWF, none other than one Mr. Mason Marceau. making his way to the stage.
65 pounds, Mason Marceau.
Harsh steel, unforgiving plexiglass, and 6 of the most hungry competitors in WWE.
The fans going wild. Listen, we have seen Mason Marceau perform pay-per-view magic a couple of times. Is he going to replicate that tonight? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Mason Marceau wins this match, gets in the Rumble, wins the Rumble, gets in the title match, wins the title match to regain the... Could you imagine? Heads would explode. It'd be like Scanners up in here. If you don't know what Scanners is, ask your dad. Bear with me 1 second here, guys. The great Mason Marceau ready to go, and now it is going to be Jesus Cruz versus Mason Marceau to start, and then the pods are going to open up at random intervals. Let me start the prediction here, and you can let me know which of these 6 incredible champions you think is going to win the Elimination Chamber.
This one isn't going to be ended quite so easily.
Gets him with the counter. Side kick on point.
Yeah, Mason Marceau was a 2-time champion. He had a brief run early in Season 1, regained the belt, and then kept it through half of Season 1 and then probably about half of Season 2, to be honest. I think he had something like a 57-episode reign as champion, which is unbelievable.
Basement drop kick.
Has fallen off since then. I've mentioned it before. But we know that greatness is within him. And we will see if it's going to come out tonight. Already, one of the pods are going to be opened here. Mason Marceau doing well against Jesus early on.
Teamed up against, so make sure your energy's up and don't waste any motion.
Yeah, I mean, you think about how long THP's run was, and it didn't even come close. Well, it came a little close, but not a ton close. Gorilla Mondo, unleashed from the pod, goes immediately after Jesus Cruz. With the back suplex. Going for a pin right away on Jesus. I mean, I love the enthusiasm, but I don't know about that. Mason and Gorilla going at it now.
With some attitude. Reversal. What a counter. Great reversal.
And Mason tosses Jesus back into the ring. 10 seconds and another entrant is going to be in here. This crowd is going to get packed pretty quickly, or this ring rather. Jesus going for the cover on Gorilla. I can't imagine that's going to work. Only got the 1 count. And Smash Sanchez in the ring now. And the 2 Mexican superstars squaring off there, but Mason interrupts. Gorilla sends Mason into the corner. Jesus heading out of the ring. It looks like he's going to go around after Smash Sanchez, but Smash already back in the ring. So Jesus just working on his cardio, I guess. Thank you very much, Invisible Guy. Thank you. I tried. I tried. On the ring. On the arena, rather. Mason Marceau going top rope on Gorilla. And, oh no, on Smash Sanchez instead. I thought he was going after Mondo there. Who is going to be the next entrant? No eliminations as of yet. Elijah George. Listen, we all know Elijah George would like another opportunity to get that belt around his waist.
He gets set down to the floor.
Nice reversal there from Mason. Jesus outside at ringside. Mason grabs Jesus and sends him to the mat. Elijah sends Gorilla into the corner, and ooh, nice shot to the forehead. Going for the pin here against Jesus. 2 count only. Marceau cannot get it done.
He went right into that turnbuckle. Great wherewithal on the counter.
And Hannibal Armstrong is about to be unleashed on these poor superstars. Youve is not wrong. Youve is not wrong. Thank you, Youve. And Elijah. Oh no, the reversal from Hannibal. Jesus Cruz grabs him from behind. He's about half the size of Hannibal Armstrong. Big boot there from Gorilla. Again, no elimination, so the field is crowded right now. You got to think that first elimination is going to come eventually, but here comes, well, I mean, obviously it's going to come eventually. Soon is what I meant. By definition, it eventually has to come. If not, it's going to be a very long pay-per-view. Elijah grabs Jesus from behind, sends him into the corner, and oh, a knife edge chop. Hannibal just tossing the 7-foot Elijah George around like a rag doll. Elijah repaying the favor, but Gorilla steps in, sends him out of the ring. Oof. Pin on Mason. Did not, I don't think he got the 3 count. He did not. Smash Sanchez with the air raid crash on Jesus Cruz. Goes to the pin. That might very well be it for Jesus. Kick out after 2. Yeah, we should be finished in plenty of time for the Rumble. Listen, we've had some long matches, but I think we should be finished in plenty of time for the WWE Rumble. Oh, the sleeper hold locked in, trying to put the big man to bed. But nice reversal there. Jesus Cruz dumped to the outside. Gorilla getting pinned by Smash Sanchez here. Only got a 2 count. Again, 6 champions, 6 of the best right here. 2 count again on Jesus Cruz, rather.
Look out! He's ejected from the ring.
No soft targets in this match, that is for sure. Everyone on the outside of the ring right now, the referee just kind of looking around. Trying to keep track of all this. Mason finally tossed back into the squared circle. Elijah was just yeeted into the ring post there by, I believe, Jesus Cruz, who's now eating a neck breaker from Gorilla Mondo. Hannibal coming after Smash Sanchez and dropping him out of the ring. Mason talks back in again. Gorilla tossed in. Oh no, and wing clipper from Elijah George on Jesus. If he goes for the pin, that's got to be it for Jesus now. He goes for the pin indeed, and that's got to be it for Jesus. No, Jesus! Listen, there is a reason that man is a 2-time champion. That kind of resilience, and now Mason Marceau with the missile dropkick into the turnbuckle on Smash Sanchez. Gorilla with a suplex on the Killer Cajun. And now look at the strength of Hannibal Armstrong, just tossing Smash Sanchez. Goes for the pin. Is that going to be enough to get Sanchez? It is not. 2 count only. An unbelievable match so far. Not a single elimination. Hannibal went in for the spear and got countered with a knee from Smash Sanchez. Going for the pin now, but only got the 2. A great reversal there from Sanchez. Jesus and Elijah. Talk about your David and Goliath. Gorilla Mondo tossed into the Elimination Chamber pod by Marceau, who's going for a pin now. And 3 count, Gorilla Mondo, the first one eliminated. Jesus top rope, looking for an opportunity. And missed. Went after Mason Marceau, but misjudged it. Only a 1 count on Elijah. Looks like everybody's getting back in the ring now. And Marceau with a brain buster on Jesus. Hannibal Armstrong jumped out, and now another sleeper hold locked in, this time to Elijah George. How many times did we see these two go back and forth when Elijah was trying to win that belt during Mason Marceau's incredible reign as men's champion? Pin on Marceau. Only got the 2 count. Elijah tossed out. Smash Sanchez tossed out. Mason Marceau tossed out of the ring.
Moves outside. What's the plan here?
And Smash Sanchez getting attacked here from Elijah George. Jesus going after Elijah. Some leg kicks. And uh-oh, Mason Marceau in trouble. No, thought he was going for the chokehold. Nice reversal there from Marceau. But Hannibal right back to work, dropping him face first off that turnbuckle. Freddie, welcome in, welcome in. Pin on Marceau from Hannibal Armstrong, and that's going to be it. Mason Marceau eliminated, and we are down to 4. One of these men going to the Rumble later tonight. Jesus looks like he's got his boot caught in the pod. He's got his boot caught in the pod. Oh my God. That's got to be a big problem here for Jesus Cruz. He is trapped. We'll see if he's able to wriggle his way through. Pin on Elijah. You can see Jesus stuck. He's trying to use the ropes to pull himself in, but he is stuck on that pod. And the spear from Hannibal Armstrong on Smash Sanchez. Finally, Jesus able to free his foot there, but was looking like bad news for Jesus for a moment.
No place is safe in the Elimination Chamber, but the outside is especially dangerous.
Sanchez tossed in. Jesus hooks the leg on Elijah. 3 count. Elijah George is out. We are down to Jesus Cruz, Hannibal Armstrong, or Smash Sanchez. Hannibal Armstrong can't decide whether he wants to be inside or outside the ring. Smash Sanchez helps him decide by throwing him into the ropes. Oh, and a drop kick to the back from Jesus Cruz.
Here's a snapmare.
And now, double leg drop there from Jesus.
He has to gather himself, has to regain some composure now.
And Smash Sanchez taking his time with this suplex. Well, I mean, you're right, Jeremiah. I mean, Jesus Cruz, despite never winning the men's championship, absolutely has the right to be here. When I took a look through the list of the other potential champions that we could have chosen from the All-Star division, Jesus Cruz jumped out immediately as being the most worthy. I mean, no disrespect to someone like an RIP, but Jesus has absolutely earned it. Oh, look at the swanton. Jesus with the pin on the big man. Oh, 2 count only.
But now is not the time to bask in disbelief. Gets inside the ring.
Jesus taking his time here. Took a little too much time, I think, and now getting double teamed by Hannibal and Smash Sanchez. Smash has him out of the ring, turns his attentions to Armstrong. Cameraman's got to get past the crowd there. The crowd are a little excited. They're standing up in front of the cameraman. They had to get them cleared. Listen, who could blame them? Look at this capacity crowd going wild for the RLWF on a pay-per-view night. Jesus back in the ring. Locks up with Smash Sanchez. They lock up again, and Sanchez sends him into the corner. Follows up with a clothesline, and then a clothesline again to the back of the neck. Sanchez telling Jesus to get up. Hannibal Armstrong takes advantage of the distraction, but there's Smash Sanchez again with the elbows. And the reversal. And now Sanchez setting up Armstrong. Are we going to see the Sanchez smash? That's exactly what we're going to see right now. Boom. Nails it. Goes for the pin. Jesus stands back. 2 count only. I thought he had him for sure. Jesus stepping in here. Repositioning Smash Sanchez. Not sure for what. Doesn't matter because Hannibal lifting him high in the air and then dropping him. That's a long, long way down. Sanchez now has the referee backed into a corner. Life flashed before the eyes of the great Peter Jordanson there. And Jesus with the sunset flip powerbomb. But Hannibal grabs him from behind, and oh no. The choke slam incoming. Hooks the leg. That's got to be it for Jesus. Even the great Jesus Cruz cannot get up after that one. And we are down to Smash Sanchez and Hannibal Armstrong. Sanchez hits him with the neck breaker immediately. I mean, a golden opportunity for one of these two men. Hannibal, of course, part of Slaughterhouse, have been focused more on tag teams as of late. But listen, tag teams are not, you're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. If you've got a shot at potentially winning the men's championship, you go for it, but it's not looking good after eating a second Sanchez smash. You got to think that might be it. And it is your winner. Smash Sanchez
We got our money's worth with that one.
with the victory, and he is going to the Rumble. I mean, an impressive run, especially from Jesus Cruz, but in the end, your winner, Smash Sanchez.
This was a truly spectacular win.
Again, I'm sure members of the Rumble, I mean, there's no good news. I mean, the people that are already in the Rumble are not going to want to face any one of these superstars. But Smash Sanchez in particular could cause a lot of chaos in that Rumble. You'll have to wait to see how it turns out. All right, one-on-one in the women's division, and out first.
She's about to start a fight.
Out first, it is Dentrassi. Ladies and gentlemen, we have not seen Dentrassi since Season 1, making a special appearance here at the Ready to Rumble. I can already tell that 2K has screwed up the entrances. Why did I spend all that time replicating her incredible entrance if it's just going to give us the default one? God damn it. But listen, Dentrassi is back. That is the point. Again, Dentrassi, former professional football player in Europe, banned from the sport for violence on the pitch. And her opponent, Ramel, the Scientist Hudson, also making a return. An original Season 1 superstar. Left the RLWF to resume her studies. She has since gotten her doctorate and is working professionally as a scientist, but is making a special appearance here at the Ready to Rumble. A little blast from the past from Season 1 here. Dentrassi versus Ramel Hudson. Now, these two had a lot of matches back in the day, I am sure. They have faced each other numerous times, but it has been a long time since either one of them have been in the ring, let alone against each other. So we are going to have to wait and see who comes out on top. Ramel Hudson versus Dentrassi. You love to see it. You love to see it. All you old school RLWF fans. Now, if you're watching this and you have no idea who Dentrassi and Ramel Hudson is, all you have to do is hit !stats to get a link to the stats page, and you can take a look at their entire history, including links to all their matches. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link will be in the description of this video. Check it out. Let me start the prediction, and you can let me know who you think is going to win.
We know this superstar is focused on creating a stir in the women's division.
Dentrassi starts off with a nice little wrist lock here, and she's going to go top rope and tosses Ramel Hudson to the center of the ring. And Dentrassi, of course, with that strong kicking power from all those years playing football. Or soccer, as we like to call it here in North America when we bother to talk about it. Oof, a sharp kick to the back. Dentrassi, of course, the violence that she was banned for on display here. Oh, and the big drop kick to the back. Locks up. There's a nice reversal from Ramel. They're going to lock up again. Reversal from Dentrassi. And finally, into the ropes. And a low drop kick. Ramel went for the clothesline, but Dentrassi got there first. They're now out of the ring. Again, the bounty still holds that if you put an opponent through the announcer's desk with a finisher, that you will get a title shot. Could you imagine if Dentrassi or Ramel Hudson did? We'd have to bring them back for a title shot. I know they're only contracted for one match, but even they're not going to pass up an opportunity like that, that's for sure. Dentrassi, of course, with her jersey representing Stuttgart. And Dentrassi getting the better of the scientist right now. Again, Ramel Hudson, very close a couple of times to winning the Women's Championship back in Season 1.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there. She's in danger.
But tonight it is Dentrassi. Again, listen, Ramel Hudson has been hitting the books as opposed to hitting the gym. So that conditioning difference might be the difference here. But Dentrassi has her on the ropes. And takes off and pow! Oh my God! The kick to the face and now hooks the leg, trying to end this one early. Dentrassi. 2 count only. Welcome in, Emperor Evil King.
To kick out there. Was not able to seal the deal with her best move. Now she's asking, what more
Ramel
and one more reversal.
trying to get something going here. Nice block from Hudson. Has a combination, trying to get something here. But once again, Dentrassi with the counter.
And responds with a counter of their own.
Ramel, though, working hard.
Seeing an answer for every move attempted.
An incredible back and forth rally here. Ramel going for a pin. I can't imagine she's going to get it at this point. She is going to have to do a little damage first. And a nice standing moonsault. And another, why not?
Beautiful moonsault. Big time lariat.
And Ramel with a nice second win here. Going for the pin. I still don't think that's enough. Only got the 2 counts.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
And Ramel with the unprettier. Has her up at Dentrassi.
She's got an answer for
Nice reversal.
It's been a hard-hitting affair here.
Dentrassi has her on the ropes. And once again, off the rope she goes, and the kick to the face and the stomp to the midsection. Is that going to be enough to finally put away the scientist? It is your winner, Dentrassi. A nice little last-minute rally there from Ramel Hudson, but in the end, Dentrassi gets the victory. Again, we have not seen Dentrassi since the end of Season 1.
Here is your winner, the Athlete.
And she returns, picks up a quick little victory for herself. The fans booing. There's still no love lost for Dentrassi, but Dentrassi has got to be happy about that win. Nicely done. Again, full of surprises here in the RLWF at a pay-per-view, that is for sure. Oh, actually, let me move my big fat head over here because it is time for the 20 woman Royal Rumble. Again, the winner of this Royal Rumble match is going to get a title shot against Marcella Drosy tonight.
This will continue until all 20 superstars.
So we have between Marcella Drosy in the women's championship match, and then the two teams that are in the Stunners and the Pink Perfection are in the women's tag team match. Every other woman on the roster is in the ring for this match. I don't think anybody has been left out. And who drew number 1? Fox Burton.
From New York.
Fox Burton from the Fabulous Foxes draws the first spot. I mean, not ideal. Not ideal.
You can't think about anybody else but who you're
very hard to fight through a field of 19 other competitors to get the victory, but let's see. I think Fox Burton is up to at least give it the old college try.
It's going to be a big challenge, but if anyone is up for it, it's this woman.
I mean, she might listen. I wouldn't put it past her. Fox Burton, despite being from the tag division, I mean, look at that physique. You know what I mean? She could do it. And also, from the tag division, coming in at number 2, it is Mahler. Our second German of the night. After Dentrassi. Mahler strides confidently to the ring. A few words there for someone in the crowd. Mahler, all business. Into the ring again. They are going to be coming fast and furious once this match starts. The last woman standing is going to get a title shot against Marcella Drosy later on tonight. Mahler said, shut up. I mean, it wouldn't shock me. That's the nicest thing she probably would have said. No prediction, obviously. There isn't, I'm not going to put in 20 spots into the prediction, but feel free to let me know who you think in the chat there is going to win, or if you're watching this later on YouTube, no cheating. Type the comment now and let me know who you think is going to win. Fox Burton with a big clothesline.
Who's it gonna be, fellas?
Already, our first Royal Rumble participant is only 5 seconds away from entry. Faria Mohammed, two-time former women's champion, coming in at number 3. A bad draw, but a great superstar. Welcome in, Jocko. Welcome in. You've only missed 2 matches so far, Jocko. In the opener, Jesus Cruz won a 6-man elimination match, and he's going to be in the Rumble. And then Dentrassi beat Ramel Hudson in Season 2. Yes, you heard that in Match 2. You heard that right. Dentrassi versus Ramel Hudson in match number 2. Selena coming in at number 4 as Faria sends Fox Burton into the corner and then clubs Mahler on the back. Oh, Smash Sanchez won, not Jesus, of course. Never mind. Thank you, Jeremiah. Fake news, ladies and gentlemen. Fake news coming out of here. Selena going after Mahler. Meanwhile, Fox Burton Nice reversal on Faria. And once again, the clock ticks down. The Butcher coming out next. No chainsaw allowed, obviously, in the match. No eliminations as of yet. Oh, Selena already on the ropes, but able to get back in before anyone eliminates her. Fox Burton. Mauler runs coast to coast to eliminate Fox Burton. Look at the extra effort there put in by Mauler. And Fox Burton, the first person eliminated. First in, first eliminated. Bailey Banner, the Valkyrie, coming in next at number 6. Little teamwork there from Faria and Selena on the Butcher. Butcher sends Selena into the corner. Faria with a gutbuster on the Valkyrie. Already some big names here in the early going. 5 seconds until the next person comes in. The Butcher into the ropes. Bailey Banner with a spine buster. Madam Callis. Man, oh man. Again, there are 12 women from the singles division, but there are like 8 women from the tag team division in here in this match. So could be we're getting a lot of singles competitors here, so could be a big opportunity for a tag team participant to get a big match in the singles. Madam Callis, of course, just lost the belt to Marcella and would love the opportunity to take it right back. But a tough call coming in this early. Coming in at number 8, it is Tama Tonga. So Tonga and Mauler both in the ring. Of course, no friends in a Royal Rumble. And Faria has Tama Tonga up and oh! Yikes, what a gutbuster. Still waiting for our second elimination. Fox Burton, the only one eliminated thus far. And room for one more, so the countdown starts again. Madam Callis up against the ropes, but able to reverse Faria before she's able to take advantage. Amber Leon, I'm telling you guys, the winner of this match could be from the tag division. It could very well be from the tag division. What a turn of events that would be. I mean, look at the talent in this. Look at how many former women's champions. You got Faria, you've got Amber, you've got Madam Callis, you got Bailey Banner, all former women's champions. The Butcher now with the two-handed chokeslam. Absolute chaos in the ring. Bailey Banner with the hard slam on Madam Callis, locks up with the Butcher. And pow! Oh my God, the power. Who got eliminated? Mauler just got a second elimination. And Tama Tonga got eliminated. The camera work is all over the place. I can't tell who's getting eliminated for who. I missed the second elimination. Did anybody catch who that was? I'm trying to think who's missing here. Oh no, the Butcher's in there. Well, we'll check the replay. We'll check the replay. Selena, the choke slam on Bailey Banner. The Mauler with 2 eliminations already. Selena eliminated by Bailey Banner. And the eliminations are coming hard and fast right now. Evelyn Precious in at number 10. Guys, there are still a lot of tag team participants in here. Bailey Banner on the apron, and the Butcher with the big boot eliminates Bailey Banner. Evelyn Precious putting in the hurt on the Mauler. No submissions, obviously, in a Royal Rumble match, but still painful. Oh, Amber Leon. Thank you, Jeremiah. That's who got eliminated second. Amber Leon. Silencio coming in now again. Faria Mohammed gets the big boot treatment from the Butcher as well. And the Mauler gives her the big boot. And the Butcher, oh my God. This is unbelievable, guys. Only 4 competitors in there. Madam Callis, Evelyn Precious, the Mauler, and Silencio. The Mauler with 3 eliminations. She came in at number 2. Alexia Fox, the other half of the Fabulous Foxes. Fox Burton, of course, first in and first eliminated. Hopefully Alexia does a little bit better. Evelyn Precious and Madam Callis going at it in the center of the ring. Alexia Fox locks up with Silencio. Silencio bringing to the ropes already. Could be bad news. And boom, Alexia Fox eliminated even more quickly than her partner was. A poor showing for the Fabulous Foxes in this match. And GG Driver on Evelyn Precious. Compliments of Madam Callis. Bobby representing the Cure coming out here at number 13. Again, another superstar. Would love to get an opportunity for a title shot. Bobby sending Evelyn Precious for the spin. Facebuster by Madam Callis on Silencio. Bobby has her up and sends her into the corner, but Evelyn Precious intercepts Bobby. Not quite done with her yet. Rachel Warren from the Gate Crashers. Coming in at 14. Bobby, oh, almost eliminated by Madam Callis. Manages to stick in there. The Mauler trying to eliminate Evelyn Precious. And oh, Evelyn Precious manages to hang on somehow. Mauler manages to push her out again. The Mauler, I think, has 4 or 5 eliminations. Jeremiah, you're right. I didn't think about that, but you're right. Penny Haps coming in at 15. I didn't even think of it, but you're right. If Bobby wins this match, the poster gate is going to be problematic. The Mauler and Penny Haps going at it in the corner. Penny Haps turns her attentions to Silencio. Again, the Mauler has been in there since number 2. She's had about 4 or 5 eliminations. I think the Mauler is thus far the MVP in this match, for sure, by a wide margin. Madam Callis on the apron. Bobby trying to punch her down, and she does. Madam Callis's opportunity for revenge against Marcella Grossi has ended already. Sonya Gray coming in at 16. Rachel Warren hanging on for dear life and manages to pull herself back in. Silencio in the corner. Penny Haps is going to try and get her out there. Double leg sweep there on Sonya Gray. Nikita Nightmare from Malice in at number 17. Things getting a little crowded in here again. Silencio is eliminated by Nikita Nightmare. And Silencio's evening is done. One of these women could very well have a shot at Marcella Grossi tonight. And Jessie Scott, the other half of the Gate Crashers, heading to the ring. And Mauler has her partner, Rachel Warren, eliminated in style by the Mauler. That's another elimination for the Mauler. Unbelievable. Bobby and the Mauler going at it. Nikita Nightmare after Jessie Scott. How many times have these two duked it out in the tag team division? We are down to the end game here, ladies and gentlemen. The Russian giant Zinda coming in at 19, and then there is only one more participant to go. Both members of Malice in the ring right now, but Mauler has Nikita Nightmare eliminated again. Mauler is absolutely dominating. Came in at number 2. She is responsible for easily half of the eliminations so far. Mauler absolutely on fire. Jesse Scott in the corner. Sonya Gray is going to try and get it at number 20. The choice entry goes to Hallie Little, representing Bullitt County. And the Mauler goes after Hallie immediately. Bobby and Sonya Gray going at it as well. Again, one of these women are going to face Marcella Drosy tonight for the women's title. Hallie Little flattens Penny Haps, and now Bobby was trying to get Sonya Gray out, but to no avail. Mauler with a series of kicks to Hallie Little. Mauler going after Zinda now as Penny Haps and Jesse Scott square off. Sonya Gray and Bobby have been going at it several times during this match. And Sonya has Bobby up and cutter. Mauler now has Sonya Gray up. Tosses her into the middle of the ring. Hallie Little trying to get Jesse Scott out in the corner, but not having a ton of luck. Jesse Scott with the elbow. Gets her out of there. Mauler has Penny Haps trying to eliminate Penny Haps. Is the Mauler going to get yet another elimination here? Penny Haps, no. Able to save her skin. Uses up one of her 9 lives on that one for sure. Bobby once again going after Sonya Gray. She has clearly targeted her. Sonya Gray on the apron. And the Mauler finally eliminated. I don't know whether it was Hallie Little or Zinda who got that elimination, but the Mauler, I mean, MVP of the match, regardless of who wins. Jesse Scott eliminated by Bobby. And we are down to the final 5. Who is going to come out on top, ladies and gentlemen? Missed on the crossbody there, Bobby. And Bobby grabs Penny Haps from behind. And boom, drives her face first into the mat. I mean, this is anyone's match to win here at this point. Zinda grabs Bobby, has her up, and no, Bobby fights off the power bomb. Penny Haps with the elbow on Hallie Little. Bobby into the ropes. Swinging sidewalk slam by the Russian Giant. Hallie with a neck breaker on Zinda. Penny Haps on the ropes. Eliminated by Sonya Gray. And we are down to 4. Brass tacks here in our first Royal Rumble match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Zinda and Bobby. She's got Bobby on the ropes. Is Zinda going to get the elimination? She's trying. And now Sonya Gray gets Hallie Little to the ropes. Sonya Gray power bombs Hallie to the outside for the elimination. We are down to 3. Bobby DDTs Zinda. Sonya grabs her from behind, sends her into the corner. And trying for the... Oh, no, I thought she was going to try for the elimination. She's going to do a move here. Oh, painfully hurls her down to the top rope. Probably should have taken that opportunity to eliminate her as far as I'm concerned. But who am I to second guess the KO Queen? Now she's going for the elimination. Zinda only too happy to see how this turns out. Bobby fighting, struggling for her life. Zinda wondering, I think, maybe if she should go in and help, but no, takes the opportunity to attack Sonya Gray. Flattens her with a clothesline and now tries her luck with Bobby, but Bobby gets her first and sends her to the mat.
Vicious knee.
Bobby and Zinda. Zinda once again tossed to the mat. Sonya trying to get involved in the action. Zinda tossed aside. Bobby goes immediately after Sonya Gray. And the big drop kick. What a coup for the Cure this would be. Zinda sends her into the ropes and another swinging sidewalk slam right on the logos. And Zinda with the giant swing on Sonya Gray. And one more just for fun. Why not?
Disorienting attack.
Bobby on her feet now. And Zinda with the powerbomb.
And she's now in a challenging position.
Zinda using that great strength to hurl Bobby all over that ring. And now drags her to the ropes. Is this going to be curtains? No. Sonya Gray coming in there. Bobby caught a break. And Zinda locks in the submission hold. Gives Bobby an opportunity to recover. And Bobby only too happy to take a moment here. Sonya grabs her though. Bobby fights her off with a couple of shots to the ribs here. And Zinda with a backbreaker on Bobby. Turns her attention to Sonya Gray. Going to drag her to the ropes. Are we going to see Sonya Gray eliminated? Zinda has her up. Sonya Gray hanging on for dear life. Holds on through the bottom rope, but Zinda is going to put that big boot in. And Sonya Gray fights her way back in. Bobby grabs Zinda from behind and sends her to the mat. And Sonya has Bobby by the arm. Oh! That move is always so painful when I see it. Sonya trying to drag Bobby to the ropes. Is Bobby finally going to get eliminated here? Let's see. Sonya Gray has her up. And no, once again. Zinda with the interference here this time. And Bobby catches another break here. Unbelievable. Zinda sends Sonya Gray into the corner. She's going to try and eliminate her again. And once again, the KO Queen stays in there. Oh my God. What a counter there by Zinda. On Bobby. Bobby on the apron. No one going for the elimination. Bobby, listen, we talked about the luck of Gorilla Mondo. I think we're going to have to transfer that to Bobby. This is unbelievable. The ref should have checked for a lucky horseshoe somewhere on the person of Bobby, because she is catching every break in the book here so far. Is her luck going to finally run out here, though? Sonya Gray has her up. This might be it for Bobby. And she is finally eliminated, and we are down to Sonya Gray versus Zinda. And the KO Queen has Zinda get the ropes, but a perfectly timed counter by Zinda. Not gonna lie, Zinda versus Marcella Drosy would be a very, very, very interesting match. Condolences to Bobby. And Zinda has Sonya on the ropes. This could be it. Zinda could be going for a title shot. No. Sonya Gray hangs in again. Once again, the big boot of Zinda laying in, desperately trying to get Sonya out of this match, but the KO Queen fights to stay in. They lock up Zinda with the backbreaker and the extra. A grueling Royal Rumble match. 20 participants, and we are down to the final 2 with a title shot on the line. Zinda has her up. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Curls Sonya from the ring, and Zinda, hi Bobby, and Zinda from Malice is going to square off against Marcella Drosy. Listen, we all know about the legendary strength and power of Marcella Drosy, and she's proved it against Faria Muhammad. She's proved it against a number of people, but against Zinda, people underestimate. Look how strong Zinda is.
We'll be talking about for years to come.
The first championship opportunity for Zinda in the singles division. Are we looking at the next women's champion? I can't wait for that match now. I cannot wait for that match. Announcer in the ring, All-Star Championship up for grabs, but who is THP going to be faced? The head office has been tight-lipped about who is going to be facing him. Ladies and gentlemen, Prince Yuv is back. Prince Yuv, who retired from the RLWF over a month ago, returns in style. Yuv for the people. Ladies and gentlemen, I have got a huge story to tell you about all this. But rolling back into the RLWF with style, the one, the only, Prince Yuv looking to reclaim his belt from THP. Now, Yuv, after all the shenanigans about losing his belt and the crown versus crown match, he was recalled to his home country by his father, the king, and lambasted. A, for embarrassing the family by losing the title, but B, for his arrogance, for his attitude in general. And he has been temporarily, at least, removed from the line of succession. And after, a heart-to-heart with his father, I think that Yuv is coming back and trying to reclaim his family's glory, but also learn to be a better person. Less about him, more about the people. You can't rule the people if you don't understand the people. And I believe that is what Yuv is all about now. So trying to turn a new leaf, and standing in his way, his old nemesis. THP, your all-star champion, representing the Cure. Just Yuv. Just Yuv. It said Prince Yuv there because I forgot to change that, but it's just Yuv. It is just Yuv, but listen, I appreciate a man who accepts his failings and tries to be a better person. So listen, I'm gonna support Yuv in his endeavors here. His father spoke some words of wisdom to him, and hopefully Yuv is gonna learn the lesson and not regress to some of his old ways. We'll have to wait and see. It's on the fence, ladies and gentlemen, as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's easy to come in here with Yuv to the people t-shirt, but you gotta walk the walk as well. But again, the first step in Yuv's plan is to try and get this belt back off of THP, but as we have seen, THP absolutely dominant for basically the entirety of Season 2. And it is no easy feat. He has already beaten Juve the last 2 times at least that they've faced each other. I think it actually might even go back further than that. The beautiful All-Star Championship up for grabs. Let me start the prediction as they make the announcements.
Introducing the challenger from wherever he wants, weighing in at 242 pounds, the Prince.
Exiled Prince. Well, like I say, he's been removed from the line of succession. He's technically still a Prince, but I think he's focusing more on the Juve part and less on the Prince part, and I think that's probably a good idea for you. But your champion, THP. Definitely, I'm sure, shocked to see Juve here, as the rest of us are. But it doesn't matter who's against him in that ring. When a title belt is on the line, THP is going to bring it. And I don't know. Like I say, THP has had Juve's number. I don't know how well Juve has been keeping up with his... he looks ready, but I don't know how well he's been keeping up with his regimen, with his routine. He's been out of the ring for weeks now. They lock up, and THP sends him into the corner immediately. Nice counter by Juve. Again, lots of history between Juve and THP specifically, and Juve and the Cure more broadly.
Targeting the leg there. He reverses it.
Reversal by THP. THP swinging neckbreaker. Vicious. Vicious. All-Star Championship on the line. Pounding away. And again, I don't know, this might be a little bit of rust on the part of Juve here. THP now. What is he doing here? Has him locked in, and clubbing those forearms into the chest of Juve. And a shot to the side of the head. Well, Juve for the people, the torture the people. It makes sense thematically.
And he's taking this to the outside now. He's one step ahead.
At ringside.
Going counter for counter. Now can it be capitalized on?
Oof. Nice German suplex there from THP. Again, listen, I know we're all impressed by the return of Juve, but don't let that distract you from the dominance of THP. He's got them all wrapped up like a pretzel. And then a kick to the butt. Thanks for coming in on the intermission, Jocko. It is appreciated. It is appreciated. And THP with another swinging neckbreaker. I don't think anybody in the RLWF has one as vicious as that. Hooks the leg, trying to end this one early, but only gets the 1 count. And THP locks the arms and strikes the back of the neck. Painful, painful maneuver. And why not one more time? I mean, look how vicious that is. Unbelievable. And THP sends him face first to the mat again. I think the rust on Juve is showing. THP has been dominant this whole match so far. Might take Jocko a little bit of time to get his sea legs back, as it were. Oh, good eye by the referee. Again, we've been harassing the referees. A good eye by the referee spotting that rope break. Juve takes a quick little break on the outside. Back in now, locks up. THP sends him for the Irish whip. And a nice reversal here from Juve. But THP right back at him with a beautiful combination. And then a drop kick to the side of the head.
He isn't finding any space to recover. Yeah, he's being faced with a lot of adversity right now.
We are witnessing the beginning of the end.
And sets him up. Oh! Vicious roundhouse. Juve up quick, though, off the mat. THP on the apron. You've hits him like a steam train and tells him to get up and get back in this ring.
Vicious right forearm. Well scattered reversal.
Reversal from THP. Hits him with another combination. Oh, missed on the final elbow, though. And pump handle. Driver. Hooks the leg. Is that going to be it for Yu's return? 2 count only. 2 count only. Yu wants to stop this right before it starts. And, oh, locks in the guillotine. This might just be it. Is Yu going to be able to hang in there? Or is he going to tap? Yu gets to his feet with incredible strength. Tosses him aside. They lock up. THP has him into the ropes. Hits him with the kick. Going for the pin. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen, for you. 1, 2, 3, your winner, THP. Again, you've coming in off of over a month out of the ring. And I think it was showing in that match, to be honest. But the point is, Yuv is back. And I think that he is going to be an increasingly difficult thorn in the side of the Cure and THP. But THP tonight, with a relatively easy victory and a title defense under his belt, still your all-star champion, THP. All right, another title match coming your way, the men's tag team belts. And your challengers. Your challengers, the Brotherhood, Venu and Ben Fuller, on a bit of a win streak, and they have earned a shot against the champions here. A big opportunity for the Brotherhood. Sundance Cowboy, welcome in. The Star Trek rant about Lord. Listen, I don't want to get in the middle of a pay-per-view. I don't want to get into a Star Trek rant. I appreciate that, but I will owe you one. I got lots I could say about Lore. I love Lore as a character. Not perfect, but I love Lore as a character. Venu and Ben Fuller looking to keep their hot streak going and get the belts around their waists. Again, Zeke having won the men's championship. If he is able to defend and Venu and Ben are able to pick up the belts tonight, that would be a huge coup for the Brotherhood for sure. But again, they have to go through one of the most dominant teams in RLWF history. Bad Ben Cross and Lee Bowman, the Crossbows. Making their way to the ring. Again, the champs, 3-time men's champions. All right. I think if you look, certainly by numbers, far and away, the greatest tag team in RLWF history. But again, the Brotherhood have been impressive collectively since coming into the RLWF. It would not shock me to see the win. It would be great. Baron Max has finally decided to join us here for the stream. He's a little confused as to why we're doing it so early, but he seems to be adjusting all right. And that is what is up for grabs, ladies and gentlemen, the RLWF Tag Team Championship belt. Let me start the prediction, and you can let me know who you think is going to win this match. The Brotherhood versus Crossbows.
And is for the Men's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 481 pounds.
Ben Fuller and Venu. Both rocking the red and blacks tonight.
Combined weight of 567 pounds. They are the
Again, this is going to be a tornado tag match.
champions.
A tornado tag match.
Here we go, gentlemen. The tag team titles are up.
And Peter Jordanson grabs the belts. He's going to hold them up for the crowd. That is what is up for grabs. Again, a huge, huge opportunity for the Brotherhood. There's the bell.
To see who will gain the early advantage for their team in this match for the tag titles.
And Ben Fuller goes after Bad Ben and Venu and Lee Bowman at each other's throats here right now. And Bowman locking in a bear hug already on Venu, trying to end this one early with a submission, but you're going to have to do a lot more than that to get Venu to tap out. And Bad Ben, with a nice side slam on Fuller. Venu comes over after cross. Back to Bowman and powerbomb into the corner. Fuller taking a little break on the outside. Decides to come back in, help his partner. Hits Bad Ben with the spear. Venu taking care of crossbows all on his own. Thanks, Cowboy. Much appreciated. I was busy with so much other stuff with the pay-per-view. I almost forgot to do the arena. I kind of had to put this one together quickly, so I'm glad everyone likes it. It would have been incredibly embarrassing to start the stream and realize I'd forgotten to do the arena. Bowman missed on the elbow. Missed a second time on the elbow. Fuller catching a break or two there. Sends Bowman into the corner. Bad Ben and Venu duking it out on the outside.
Defenses are sharp in this series of reversals.
Quick fists there from Fuller. Has Bowman backed up into the corner. And the Brotherhood looking strong now. And boom, the cyclone kick. And Bowman steps out for a quick break. Meanwhile, Venu with the 450 splash on Bad Ben. Fuller with some mounted punches. And the Brotherhood in control for the moment. Locks in a submission hold on Lee Bowman. Bad Ben is now in no shape here, obviously, to help out with that inverted power slam. Bowman, though, is able to roll his way out of that one. Nice reversal from Fuller. And looks like we might be getting a Three Amigos situation here on Lee Bowman. He has indeed, Jeremiah. You has been very vocal about his displeasure with the cure. I think for different reasons, though, now, I suspect. Venu going after Lee Bowman on the outside. Swinging neckbreaker on the inside there from Fuller. Goes to the pin on Bad Ben. Only gets the 1 count. Double underhook suplex by Venu, and now Fuller. With the Ben 10, hooks the leg.
For the win.
2 count only. Got the shoulder up. Venu, while the referee distracted with the pin, sprays that green mist into Lee Bowman's face. Goes to the pin. 2 count again. Unbelievable. 2 close calls there for the champs. Nice bulldog there. Face buster. The V-buster from Venu. And he's going to head out here to help out Ben Fuller against Bad Ben Cross.
You can't let those feelings seep into your psyche. You have to keep your focus.
Again, the power of Venu on display there.
Continuing to work on
Lee Bowman still in the ring as his partner is getting double teamed on the outside. He doesn't seem look too concerned.
Maybe just stay down, man. You've done enough.
Probably a good idea maybe to wait inside the ring. He's got the high ground, as Obi-Wan would say. Fuller, though, sends him to the mat. Vinu and Fuller, everyone heads to the outside. And looks like they are both going after Bowman, but Fuller decides to intercept Bad Ben. And a flatliner onto the concrete floor. That was an Ask Your Dad one, Jeremiah. I got that joke, but that was an Ask Your Dad one. Bad Ben split open by Fuller. Cross tossed into the corner. And Fuller comes out swinging against Bowman. Nice counter there by Lee.
Whatever you can do, I can do better. Counters on top of counters.
And the quick fists of Ben Fuller paying dividends here has Lee Bowman up against the barricade. And Vinu with the suplex on Bad Ben. And again, a German. Looks like he's not quite done yet. And the ripcord lariat. Vinu grabs Bowman. Nice counter by Bowman. The champs trying to get the momentum going their way here. They've got to get something going. They've been being dominated by the Brotherhood. Oh, Vinu. An unbelievable match so far. Cobra clutch slam by Bowman. And once again, a nice quick combo there from Fuller. Suplex by Cross. Vinu looks like he is going to be double teamed here by the Crossbows. And Bowflex locked in, trying to go for the submission. Ben Fuller just now getting to his feet. And he manages to break it up and then lock in his own submission on Bad Ben. But Lee Bowman right there to break that one up as well. I mean, this one might come down to a submission victory.
Got him set up in the corner of the ring.
Fuller tossed into the corner. Bowman. A couple of shots to the face and body. And then a huge hip toss. But Vinu. Boom. Hooks the leg. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Ben Cross with the last minute interference saves their bacon. Cross, you can see, split open. Hits the sidewalk slam, gonna go for the pin again. And this time it's Fuller coming in to save his partner. Fuller has him up, and Ben 10 goes for the pin, but Lee Bowman's right there. Is he gonna spot it in time? He does. This match is very close to being over, I can imagine. Lee Bowman pounding away on the face of Ben Fuller. Reversal from Fuller. And Bowman, drives the fist right into his face. And now letting the audience know that he is not intimidated by the Brotherhood, but maybe he should be, because here comes Vinu with a big suplex. Bowman has to roll out of the ring. Vinu goes right to work on his partner. Bad Ben Cross, and now the 450 splash. Nailed it. And now Ben setting up Cross here. Another Ben 10 could very well be. It is. Hooks the leg. Is that going to be it? Are we going to see new champs? 3. The Brotherhood with the victory.
We're going to be hard pressed to see a better match.
Venu and Ben Fuller, your new tag team champions, defeating Crossbows. A little bit of dirty business there with the green mist, but ultimately I don't know if that really had much of an effect on the end of the match. I mean, a great display by both teams, but in the end, the Brotherhood picking up the belts. There you go, and new tag team champions, Ben Fuller and Venu, picking up the belts. Again, if Zeke is able to retain his belt in his match later on tonight, that would mean the Brotherhood emerged from the pay-per-view with the men's championship and the tag team belts. Impressive. Impressive win. All right, it is time for the 30-man Royal Rumble. Just ignore this guy. He's the commissioner's nephew. He's terrible. He doesn't know what he's talking about. We all know how they work. It could be. Listen, who's coming out at number 1? I don't know. I literally just went in and made sure everything was random to make sure that there was no thumb on the scale here. We have 26 community superstars in this ring, or in this match at the very least, and 4 Rando Landos. Who is going to be the last man standing? First one out. Oh no! Johnny Fantastic, who just lost the belt to Zeke and was back in the Rumble here looking for an opportunity to maybe regain the belt, is now going to have to fight from number 1 all the way to number 30 to get that opportunity. I mean, even if he was able to do it, what kind of shape would he be in at the end of that match to face Zeke in the main event? So, bad luck at the draw, but again, Johnny Fantastic, a former men's champion. I mean, listen, he might be able to pull it off. He might be able to pull it off. You never know in a Rumble what's going to happen. Who is coming out at number 2? Who is he going to be facing? Let me cut through some of this intro. I want to get to it. I'm curious myself.
Here we go, guys.
Coming in at number 2. Oh, no. I know from that music who he is up against.
Introducing the individual who drew number
It
2
is
from
the Puerto Rican assassin, Freddy Gonzalez, a poor draw.
The Assassin Gonzalez.
Not an ideal draw for Freddy Gonzalez, but again, anything can happen. I mean, you saw how far the Mauler got coming in at number 2, and she almost made it right to the end. She was down to like the final 6 or final 5 out of that match, so you never know, ladies and gentlemen. You never know. Of course, 30 people in this Royal Rumble as opposed to the Women's Rumble, which only had 20. But should be an incredible match, irregardless, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, even if you're not the last man standing, you know what I mean? If you're the person who has the most eliminations, you know what I mean? If you're, like again, the Mauler. She didn't win that one, but when everyone thinks back to that Royal Rumble, they're going to think about the Mauler and her performance. So it is definitely a way that you can distinguish yourself, even if you don't win, even if you get a poor draw at the beginning. The longer you can hang in there, the more eliminations you can have, the bigger impact you can have on the result of the match, even if you're not the one standing at the end, is going to help your career here in the RLWF. So don't be discouraged if you come in early numbers. Freddie and Johnny. Ooh. Nice little dodge there from Johnny.
If you go over the top rope and then both feet hit the floor, you're officially out of the match. No pressure though, right?
Johnny Fantastic on the ropes. Oh my goodness. Well, Johnny Fantastic with the immediate elimination of Freddy Gonzalez. I thought Freddie had him there. And Harris Hare coming out next. Maybe Johnny's just going to eliminate them all one by one before the next person's entered. Oh, let me switch over to the right camera. Hang on with me. There we go. That's better. Now you'll be able to see who's coming in. Freddie, condolences, sir. That was not great. Like I say, you never know, good or bad, you never know what's going to happen at the Rumble.
Effective arm drag. He's returning fire.
And the next participant coming in at number 4, Damian Havoc from the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood having some good luck tonight, but not on this draw.
This could be an opportunity. Oh, right in there. He's able to fend off the attack.
And Havoc
What a cutter.
with a cutter on Harris Hare. DDT by Johnny Fantastic on Havoc. And Hare looking to eliminate Johnny Fantastic early here. Has him up. Is he going to be able to get him over to the outside? Johnny on the apron. Blanco coming in next at number 5. Big drop kick by Hare. Blanco locks up with Damian Havoc. Of course, the Cure and the Brotherhood. Not on the best of terms. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Not on the best of terms.
Cut off with a kick to the gut.
Oh, crazy. I've had that for so long, I can't even remember it. I'd have to remind myself how I did it back in the day. It's easier than you think it is. It's easier than you think it is. I'll try and see if I can find the tutorial that I found it out from, and then I'll forward that to you. That's probably easier than me trying to explain it because I'm bad at that. But remind me later. Send me a DM on Discord, and I'll take a look. Psycho Bones in the ring now. And Malenko with the inverted suplex. And who is going to be in next at number 7, FTN Cole. Blanco getting a little help here from the Cure, although again, because it's a Rumble, no guarantees they're going to help each other by any stretch. Of course, Colm goes immediately after Damian Havoc. The hatred between the Brotherhood and the Cure is strong, even in a match like this. Havoc with a nice combination there against Havoc Hare. Johnny going after Colm in the corner. And out next, King Jocko. This is turning into a Cure versus a Brotherhood match. You've got 3 members of the Cure in the ring already. And of course, Jocko and Damian Havoc going at it immediately. Havoc just going after every member of the Cure that comes into the match, and vice versa. Psycho Bones, the nice float over DDT on Blanco there. 10 seconds till the next person. FTM Colm, I think, was just split open by Harris Hare. Terry Wonderful coming out next. The man, the mullet, the mustache, the magic. Coming in at number 9. You love to see it. And Jocko, vicious suplex there against Harris Hare. Terry Wonderful almost eliminated there by Johnny. Jocko with a little airplane spin. And now Damian Havoc with the feast your eyes on Terry Wonderful. FTN Colm trying to be eliminated by Blanco, and King Jocko comes over to save his squad mate. Listen, maybe having all these Cure members in here might not be a bad idea. Johnny tries to eliminate Damian Havoc and does so. Johnny doing the Cure a favor, and Damian Havoc is out. And Colm. Striking combination against Johnny Fantastic. And listen, we got a little Cure on Cure violence there. Blanco versus FTN Colm, and now against King Jocko, we can see that despite what 2K says, they are fighting each other here in the Royal Rumble. And Terry Wonderful with the rear European uppercut. Blanco on the ropes. Colm trying to eliminate him. His own partner.
Who's going to enter next? Goodness, that was bad.
Listen, it is every man for himself in that ring in a Royal Rumble. And the next man to enter is Darth Brooks, representing the newly formed stable of the Force. I mean, Darth Brooks joining somewhat against his will, but he's in there. Absolute chaos. We have a ring full of superstars. Blanco with the belly-to-belly on Johnny Fantastic. Goes after Harris Hair and sits him with a suplex. Psycho Bones with a nice maneuver on Terry Wonderful. Jocko with, oh, Harris Hair eliminated by Darth Brooks. Psycho Bones was also eliminated. I missed who why. Who eliminated him, rather. Why? My brain completely shut off, apparently. Harris Hair and Psycho Bones eliminated. Darth Brooks laying into Colm. And Johnny finishing off the job. Jocko sends Terry Wonderful into the corner. Off the ropes. Missed on the clothesline, though. Blanco sent into the corner. Jocko going after Darth Brooks now, and the pump handle driver nicely executed.
Listen to this crowd count the next one in.
Johnny Fantastic on the verge of being eliminated here from Colm. Is he going to be able to fight his way back in? Kurt Wilde coming in at number 11. Johnny Fantastic fights his way back into the ring as Kurt Wilde joining the fray. Colm in the corner. Terry drags Darth Brooks to the ropes. Maybe going to try for an elimination here. Trying to get the big man out. Easier said than done. Colton comes over to help out. Not a bad idea. Big Daddy Remy Haynes coming in at number 12. Darth Brooks fights off both Terry Wonderful and FTN Colm there. Blanco on the ropes and eliminated by Johnny Fantastic. Terry Wonderful eliminates Johnny Fantastic right afterwards. 2 eliminations back to back. Blanco and Johnny Fantastic out of the Royal Rumble. And Remy Haynes, oh, just barely. Darth Brooks was coming like a freight train for him, and Remy saved his bacon at the last minute. And Terry has Darth Brooks on the apron. Is he going to get the elimination? Fighting the big man, and he's gone. Terry Wonderful. Guys, if Terry Wonderful wins this Royal Rumble, I am going to lose it. In a positive way, I am going to lose it. Colm on the apron. Oh, and he is gone. Kurt Wilde eliminates Colm and Jocko, the last member of the Cure standing. And here comes William the Hammer Styles in at number 13. Big knee to the midsection of Big Daddy. Terry Wonderful. Oh, no, reversal from Jocko. Kurt Wilde sent into the corner, as is Terry Wonderful. Nice reversal from Jocko here on Remy Haynes. And Jocko's going to try and eliminate Terry Wonderful after he eliminated his Cure partner, Colm. And Sharknado coming in at number 14. William the Hammer Styles trying to eliminate Remy Haynes. Jocko on the ropes. Terry Wonderful trying to do a clean sweep of the Cure here. Jocko hangs on for now, but can Terry get him all the way out? No, Jocko back in the ring. Next in the ring, Stone Justice. And Jocko eliminates Terry Wonderful with a big clothesline. Stone Justice in the match and immediately eats a thrust kick from Wild. And Kurt Wilde tried to eliminate William the Hammer Styles, and Styles reversed it and eliminated Kurt Wilde. Remy Haynes just hit a tombstone pile driver on Stone Justice. What a rumble so far, ladies and gentlemen. The Ninja coming in at number 16. We are past the halfway mark. Jocko trying to eliminate Haynes. The rookie, the Ninja, has been impressive thus far. A win here would be incredible for this youngster. Remy Haynes fights his way back in against Jocko. Oh no, Stone Justice trying to get the Ninja to the ropes. Remy Haynes has King Jocko up and powerbomb to the outside. King Jocko eliminated by Remy Haynes. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors by the Ninja. Colombo coming in at 17. Talk about a guy who needs a big win. It is Colombo. Ninja. Oh, and William the Hammer eliminated by Remy Haynes there. The eliminations coming hard and fast. Stone Justice on the ropes. Sharknado trying to eliminate the pride of Los Angeles, California himself. Mr. Clean coming in at 18. I'm a poet, and I was not aware. Ninja and Remy Haynes duking it out in the ring there. Stone Justice hits Ninja from behind with a big clothesline. Remy returning the favor on Ninja. And Remy Haynes up against the rope. Stone Justice trying for the elimination. Nova K, the latest RLWF superstar. Sharknado coming over to help Stone Justice with Remy Haynes, and Big Daddy is out on the 2-on-1. DDT on Colombo from Mr. Clean as Nova K in the match now. Mr. Clean slams Nova K's knee into the mat. The Ninja trying to eliminate Stone Justice, has him on the apron, pushing as hard as he can. But the strength of Stone Justice keeping him in there. But for how long? The Ninja seems to be gaining ground, but Stone Justice manages to shove him away. Incoming next at number 20, it is your Twitch champion, Smiley Sinner. Stone Justice, oh no. Oh, okay, Smiley got in there. Stone Justice almost eliminated him immediately. Absolute chaos inside the ring. Sinner's face driven into the mat. Maz of Oz coming in at 21. We are getting down to the last few selections, everyone. If you have not seen your superstar yet, that's good news. Sharknado sending Stone Justice for a spin, and Nova K eliminates the Ninja. Both members of the Wild Ones in there right now. Oz locks up with Smiley Sinner and sends him for a suplex. Nova K sent into the corner, but Maz grabs Colombo before he can do anything about it. Maz in the corner. Smiley Sinner with the electric chair drop on Nova K. Mr. Clean, the neck breaker on Sharknado. And Smiley drops Maz off the top rope. Better off the top rope than over the top rope. I think Mr. Clean just got split open by Smiley Sinner. That could have been a bad move. We know how Mr. Clean reacts when he's split open. He does not want to get blood on his gleaming white outfit. Pee Wee Nguyen coming in at number 22. Belly to belly there from Maz. And Pee Wee Nguyen going right after the rookie, Nova K. And Nova K eliminated by Sharknado. And the rookie is out. Pee Wee Nguyen eliminated by Sharknado. And then Colombo eliminates Sharknado. Man, oh man. What a Rumble match, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Smiley Sinner drops Colombo off the top rope. Stone Justice in the corner. Maz and Mr. Clean duking it out, but here comes Smiley Sinner getting in on the action. Stone Justice with the electric chair drop on Smiley. Locks up with Mr. Clean. But Mr. Clean with a couple of well-placed elbows gets himself out of that snafu. And next out, Tyler Howard at number 23. Tyler Howard eats an elbow from Maz. Sends Mr. Clean into the ropes. I mean, Colombo is still in this match, ladies and gentlemen. If Colombo won this Rumble, can you imagine? Can you imagine? And Colombo with the gory slam on Mr. Clean. Vam Heifer in at number 24. Tyler Howard trying to eliminate Colombo in the corner. Hopefully I didn't jinx him. Commentator's curse. Vam Heifer, one half of Old Norse in the ring. And an electric chair drop on Tyler Howard from Colombo. And look at the strength of Smiley Sinner with the big choke slam on Mr. Clean. Bam, into the ropes and a power slam right in the middle. Noah out at number 25. Stone Justice has Tyler Howard up and over, and Tyler Howard's stay is short. Look at the new look. Oh, Stone Justice eliminated by Maz. Colombo eliminates Maz. I was trying to say, look at the new look, Noah, with the longer hair and the half face paint. But too much other excitement going on there. Down to 5 in the ring. Colombo in the corner. Smiley Sinner trying to eliminate the Peruvian Viper.
He's absorbed some damage already. He reverses it.
And Colombo fights his way back in. Vam Heifer sent into the corner now. I agree. I'm loving Noah's new look. We'll get a better look next week for sure. We'll get a better look next week. Oof, beautiful German suplex by Vam on Colombo, but walks right into a suplex here from, oh no, a magic eraser, even worse, from Mr. Clean. Smiley into the corner, and Mr. Clean's gonna try for the elimination. Takuma gets a primo spot here at number 26. Another Season 2 rookie who would love to get an opportunity here.
How in the world do these superstars have anything left at this point?
The arena's thinking the same thing.
Vam Heifer versus Smiley Sinner.
Nice.
And Noah has Colombo on the ropes, trying to eliminate him. Is this the end of Colombo's Rumble appearance. He's hanging in. Smash Sanchez, who won the 6-man elimination to get in here, and Colombo eliminated by Noah. Here comes Smash Sanchez with a very, very lucky draw there at 27. And Smiley Sinner eliminated. I think that was by Vam Heifer, I'm not sure. Mr. Clean eliminated as well. Absolute chaos right now. One of these men could very well be your Rumble champion. Who is coming in at number 28? Course Grind. Takuma has Smash Sanchez on the ropes and eliminates him. Smash Sanchez is done. Noah now trying to eliminate Takuma. Takuma up in the corner, and Noah eliminates Takuma. Takuma is done for. Noah has Vam up into the backbreaker and a couple of backbreakers. LJ Novak coming in at 29. Again, another youngster. What a coup. Noah has him on the ropes immediately, though. This could be a short stay for LJ Novak. Oh, no. Novak able to fight his way back in. Whew. Shoulder block by Course Grind. DDT by Heifer. And Jeremiah Cowboy Colt coming in at number 30. Number 30 for Jeremiah Colt. One of these 5 men is going to be squaring off against Zeke in the main event. Which will it be? Sit out powerbomb by Course Grind on Jeremiah Colt. Novak with the backstabber. Course Grind flattens Vam Heifer. Course Grind has Noah against the ropes, but unable to take advantage of it as Novak grabbed him. Lucky break there for Noah. Novak off the middle rope with the enziguri on Course Grind. Jeremiah Colt has Vam Heifer in the corner, locks up with Novak, who sends him into the corner. LJ Novak trying to eliminate Jeremiah Cowboy Colt. And Jeremiah says, no, sir. Although he's back in the corner now. Course Grind slugging it out here with Noah. Turns his attention to Novak. Jeremiah trying to eliminate Vam Heifer. But Heifer managed to get back in. Oh, the flying kick from Novak on Jeremiah Colt. DDT by Noah on Course Grind. Grind back up and after Vam Heifer turns his attention to Cowboy Colt. Unbelievable. Who is going to be the next person eliminated? Power slam by Course Grind. Vam Heifer in the corner, but returns the tables on Noah before he has a chance to eliminate him. Course Grind has LJ Novak by the throat and power slammed into the logo. Vam Heifer trying to eliminate Noah in the corner. French press on Jeremiah Colt. Course Grind letting the power of caffeine do the talking. He is manhandling everyone in the ring right now. And he and Jeremiah are going to team up on Vam for the Gutbuster. Novak off the ropes and a nice move on Noah. Jeremiah with a combination on Course Grind sends him down to the mat. Novak sends Noah into the corner, but reversal from Noah. He's got him up and Air raid crash, brutal. And Jeremiah eliminated by Vam Heifer. And just like that, we are down to 4. One of these 4 men are going to be squaring off against Zeke in a title match. In the main event, Noah setting up Novak for something here. And boom, hits him with the spear out of the corner.
Oh man, when you're that banged up in a rumble, you
And now setting him up again. Boom, super kick. Super kick, and Novak is just got flattened by Nova. Or by Noah, rather.
there he goes, right into the corner.
Vam Heifer in the corner. Noah looking for the elimination. Is he going to be able to get Vam over and out? No, Vam Heifer hanging in there again. Again, Vam Heifer with the... listen, there's a potentiality that Old Norse maybe... We don't know what the status is. I think winning a men's title would certainly probably spell the end for Old Norse, I would think. But a little premature.
In the face on the canvas. And an elbow drop for added measure. Vicious right foot. Another big move.
And French press
Power slam.
by Course Grind. Literally the last man standing right now.
Lower back. He certainly
Turns his attentions to Vam and pummels him into the ropes, and then the big boot out. Vam Heifer eliminated by Course Grind. We are down to the final 3. Course Grind on the apron. Manages to get back in. Man, oh man. Would be a great match versus Zeke, any one of these 3, to be honest. Nice drop kick there from LJ Novak.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
Course Grind on the apron. Able to get back in before anyone's able to do anything about it. Reversal on Noah. Hits him with the neck breaker. And Course Grind sends him into the corner. Can't go for the elimination. Very timely reversal there from LJ. Course Grind getting double teamed here.
Knees right to the lower back. And a reverse DDT to follow.
Locks up with Noah. Novak sends him into the ropes and hits him with the big knee. And then a super kick right out of the ring. And then the thrust kick to Course Grind. LJ Novak versus Course Grind. One of these men are going to get a title shot.
Kick to the gut.
Boom. Course Grind with the neck breaker. Again, power versus speed and agility here, I think, in this matchup. And Novak eliminated. Course Grind wins the 2024 Royal Rumble here at the Ready to Rumble pay-per-view. Course Grind versus Zeke in the main event for the RLWF Men's Championship. That's going to be a great match.
Here is your winner.
Evading elimination out.
Course Grind.
And now they are guaranteed a main event title shot.
He's going to head to the back room, chug down another pot or 2 of coffee to get himself pumped up again for the main event. And we will see if he has enough left in the tank to walk out of this building with the men's championship around his waist. Again, would be a huge coup for the newly formed force to have the men's champion right in there already. A great, great Rumble. Congrats to all. All right, triple threat match coming out, and out first. Who do we have? It is Crazy Eyes.
It is a triple threat.
Earlier in the card, we saw the return of Dentrassi and Ramel Hudson.
158 pounds.
And now Crazy Eyes making his return again. Have not seen Crazy Eyes since season 1.
Serious contender for any title. They need to loosen up, have a little fun, heck, maybe even lose a match once in a while.
And Crazy Eyes looks pumped up and ready. A big cheer from the fans. Again, Crazy Eyes legally distinct from any fictional character. Lawyers just want us to reiterate that's still the case. And out next
And his opponents, first,
former All-Star champion Blue Phoenix, also making his return.
Ever since I took my spot here at the commentary table,
Blue Phoenix.
This match, I cannot
Again, what a great superstar Blue Phoenix was back in the day. Again, All-Star champion. Again, we're digging out all the stops here for the RLWF Ready to Rumble pay-per-view. Yeah, the reason for that is that Crazy had like a scan of his face, and he had like a custom outfit. I just kind of had to slap this together as best I could last minute, to be honest. So my apologies to Crazy. I did the best I could, but I think we did all right. Blue Phoenix is looking good though. Come on. Blue Phoenix is looking good. I mean, remember when Blue Phoenix first came in Season 2? Red hot. Talk about red hot starts. Blue Phoenix. Again, might have been the quickest rise to championship that we've seen, from like first match to championship. Although ironically, Smiley Sinner with the grabbing of the Twitch belt. I guess maybe you kind of have to discount the Twitch belt a little bit, but still. Blue Phoenix making his return. And last, but certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, you've probably guessed already who it's going to be. The one, the only, the original royalty of the RLWF. Mr. Ollie Kings. Oliver Kings makes his return. Again, boos from the crowd. They remember. But Ollie Kings, I mean, just as gigantic as ever, it looks like.
Storied feats of strength, the pure talent of this individual.
It should be a great triple threat match. A blast from the past from Season 1 as 3 retired Season 1 superstars come back for one night only, baby. One night only. Listen, but who knows? We might see. Listen, Season 3 is right around the corner. Any one of these superstars may come back. You never know. You never know.
A competitor who does not know the meaning of the word quit. He is ready for battle.
Ollie Kings. Soaking up the, well, I won't say adoration. I mean, he's got his fans. You can hear them. He's got his fans. All right, let me start the prediction, and you can let me know who you think is going to win this triple threat match. I have a fairly good idea who Crazy Eyes is going to vote for, but what about the rest of you? There's the bell. Ollie Kings goes right after Blue Phoenix. Crazy Eyes jumps in now, and Kings reverses him into a big knee. Did Oliver Kings get bigger somehow? We know that Ollie Kings has continued to wrestle in promotions in the UK. So he has been keeping strong. Look at that. Reversal from Crazy Eyes sends Ollie Kings out to the ringside. Falcon arrow there from Crazy Eyes. Has Ollie up. And, oh! Beautiful Samoan drop there. And Blue Phoenix going after Kings, and big headbutt to the back of the head. And Crazy Eyes putting the squeeze on the trapezius muscles of Blue Phoenix. Saw Ollie coming from behind, but Ollie with a reversal. Sends Crazy into the corner and hits him with a big knee. How dare you hit a man with glasses, sir? How dare you? Nice dodge there from Crazy Eyes. Blue Phoenix, though, with another reversal. Ollie sent into the corner. And Blue Phoenix, oof, targeting the calf muscle there.
He saw it coming, taking advantage.
Duking it out here in this middle of the ring with Crazy Eyes. Hits him with the big knee. German into the pin by Ollie Kings. A little premature. A little premature.
Oh man, you can see
DDT from Ollie Kings. Again, this is the first time that we have seen any of these superstars in an RLWF ring since probably Slamaganza. And the next Slamaganza coming up in just a month. And Crazy with the bell clap. Oof. That'll ring your bell. No, listen, we're not gonna sully the King Cutter by Ollie Kings trying to end this match in a hurry, and oh no, Crazy Eyes kicks out at 2. But yeah, David, I wasn't gonna sully the integrity of these great superstars by throwing myself into the ring there with them. I think people are excited about the return of these 3 superstars, but less so about seeing me in the ring. Oh, nice move there from Blue Phoenix. Crazy Eyes comes back in with a sledgehammer. Look out. Oh, shot to the gut of Ollie Kings. Youch. Fall away moonsault slam there from Blue Phoenix. He's going to go for the pin. Is that going to be enough to put away Crazy Eyes? No. Once again, Crazy Eyes kicks out at 2.
You can feel the end coming.
He has made one official appearance at last year's Slamaganza. I have made one. I've got one official one on the books. It was not pretty. I did not do well, but technically I was there. Crazy Eyes has Ollie up again, and this time face first off the turnbuckle. Jawbreaker reversal on Blue Phoenix. Crazy Eyes, the nice combination. Sits him down. And now Ollie has Crazy up, and oh, the knee to the face. Ollie Kings with the sledgehammer now, returning the favor to Crazy Eyes.
He climbs into the ring.
They lock up. Crazy. Irish whip and the flying forearm lands.
Just like he envisioned.
And now after Blue Phoenix hits him with another flying attack. Ollie up quickly off the mat, but Crazy Eyes, the nice combination, has him backed into the corner. Has him up, and Ollie manages to elbow his way out of it. Oof, German suplex by Kings. He's going to go for the pin. Blue Phoenix right there, though, to break that one up.
Just in the nick of time. Now he's been forced to...
Blue Phoenix pummeling Ollie Kings off the ropes with a big knee to the face. Goes for the pin, but Crazy Eyes right there. A great match. All 3 superstars getting their licks in, that's for sure. Oof. Nice discus punch there from Crazy Eyes.
His opponent is just overwhelming him here.
And now another bell clap.
He steps foot in the ring.
Flying uppercut. Turns his attention to Ollie King, sends him in the corner. He's going to go for the pin on Blue Phoenix. Is that enough? 2 count only. Crazy Eyes cannot believe it. Turns his attention to Ollie. Has him up on the ropes. And what is this? Off the top rope. And boom. Into the DDT. What a maneuver. Hooks the leg. Is that going to be enough? We might see the win right here. Oh, 2.5. Ollie Kings gets it up, and Blue Phoenix with a sneak attack from the sledgehammer. I thought Crazy Eyes had it there. Ollie grabs Crazy Eyes from behind. Oh my God. What a suplex. And now into the submission hold. Blue Phoenix trying to win it by submission. But Ollie Kings with a quick boot to the face manages to break out of it, but Phoenix into the handstand headlock. Crazy Eyes taking his time getting back in, only too happy to let these two wear each other out. Off the ropes and knee to the face of Ollie Kings. Goes to the pin, but Crazy Eyes right there, of course, to break that one up. And now Crazy Eyes grabs that sledgehammer, but doesn't get a chance to use it. Irish whip by Phoenix, that goes nowhere. They lock up again. Crazy Eyes tries his luck at a Irish whip, drops down, and leapfrog, and boom. The flying uppercut hooks the leg. Ollie Kings is not going to be able to get there in time. And your winner, Crazy Eyes. Let's go. Let's go. Winning the Legends match. A grueling brawl. And your winner, Crazy Eyes, with the pin on Blue Phoenix. And there you go. There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that. Not even a scratch on those glasses. Not even a scratch. How does he do it? How does he do it? I'm not fighting in a ring and my glasses are messed up. That's how talented this man is. Don't you forget it. There you go. Your winner, Crazy Eyes. All right, announcer in the ring, the Women's Championship on the line. Of course, coming out first.
Here comes a true superstar.
Zinda from Malice with the big victory in the 20-woman Royal Rumble. And Zinda is going to get the opportunity of a lifetime straight out of the tag division right into a title match against Marcella Drosy. Now listen, Marcella Drosy, all right, has been called the unstoppable one for a reason. But she has never squared off against Zinda, and Zinda, a big, strong competitor, same as Marcella. So this should be a great match between two titans. And can you imagine if Zinda beat Marcella and became the women's champion? Unbelievable. David calling it for Zinda. Man, oh man, listen, it would be incredible. Marcella could join Malice. Exactly, they just switch places. Zinda's the women's champion, and Marcella and Nikita team up. That's possible.
Here we go. She is ready.
But listen, if you want to win that belt, you have got to get through this woman. Just won the belt on Thursday at Shock against the Queen of Nightmares, Madame Callis, and already having to defend the unstoppable Marcella I almost said Madame Callis. Marcella Drosy.
I've been looking forward to this match for a long time.
I mean, listen, you never know how these Rumble matches are going to turn out, but what an outcome. I mean, when else would we ever see this match between Marcella and Zinda other than this kind of situation? That's why we love the randomness here in the Rando Lando Wrestling Federation, the RLWF, baby. It's the best part. It's the best part. All right, let me start the prediction while they're doing the introductions. Look at that beautiful Women's Championship belt. That said, we're probably going to do some redesigns on the belts for season 3.
Introducing the challenger from Moscow, Russia. Zinda.
Oh, I forgot to pay out the last one. There we go. Paid that one out for Crazy Eyes, and let me get this one in here.
She is the Women's Champion, the indestructible Marcella Drosy.
Marcella Drosy holds the belt up high, but will it be for the last time? Well, I mean, she's won it 3 times, so it's not, even if she loses it, she might win it back. But you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Something special.
But an unbelievable opportunity for Zinda. I kind of want to see these two standing next to each other. I want to see the size differentiation here. Normally, yeah, the game kind of automatically does that for the most part. And Zinda, wasting no time, comes right at the champion.
We're in store for something special.
There's the prediction. Let me know who you think is going to win.
My God.
Zinda, wasting no time. Obviously, Marcella Drossi's reputation has preceded her, and Zinda knows she's got to keep the offense coming. Going for the early pin, there's a 0% chance. And Zinda with the clothesline, and she's not done yet. There's another one.
Adding insult to injury a third
And
time.
another. They lock up, but there's the reversal from the champ. Again, Zinda normally a tag team superstar, so you got to wonder, you know, again, it's different tactics in a tag team match versus a singles match, so could also be a challenge, especially up against a wrestler of the caliber of Marcella Drossi, but Zinda holding her own so far. Again, we've talked a lot about the legendary strength of Marcella Drossi, but Zinda, I think, being in the tag division kind of doesn't always get entered into those conversations, but I think she definitely deserves to be so. Marcella stomping away right now, though. Zinda back up in a hurry, though, off the mat. They lock up. Irish whip by Zinda. Ooh, hits her with the elbow. And now grabs her by the throat, and here we go. Here's a display of that strength, tossing her around like a rag doll. Goes for the pin again. I think Zinda may be hoping to get lucky on one of these pins. Not necessarily a bad strategy.
Shot after shot,
Zinda
slamming their face
pounding away. Marcella struggles to get to her feet, and Zinda only too happy to help her. And then only too happy to send her right back down to the mat.
Trying to roll with these hits.
Into the ring again.
They lock up. Zinda
Oh, what a strike to the back.
hits the big forearm across the back. Locks up Marcella. Oof. With the slam, I don't think that she's going to get Zinda that easily either. Only got the one count.
But this is still anybody's fight.
Marcella has her up and powerbombed. Almost powerbombed her right out of the ring.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want to be taking any more of those. She is adding insult to injury.
And Marcella. Oof, nice reversal from Zinda. And Zinda caught her midair and hit her with the power slam. An incredible match already, and we're only just getting started. Marcella with another powerbomb.
That was a power bomb with one message in mind. Absolute
And Marcella is now going to lift Zinda high above her head. No easy feat into another. Spine buster. Hooks the leg. 2 count only. Zinda manages to kick out.
It's unbelievable.
Catches the foot. And Zinda has her on the ropes. Irish whip. I think she might have been trying to catch her for a powerbomb, but didn't time it correctly. Marcella is going to show her how it's done. No, she does not. Elbow to the face by Zinda, and block. Zinda has her up. And into the pendulum backbreaker.
Pendulum backbreaker stretch.
Yeah, Zinda was one of the superstars who got a makeover in between season 1 and 2, and I think she benefited well from it. Just tosses her to the ringside from the top rope. Stomping away. Of course, Zinda's got to be careful of countouts here. She wins by countout. She doesn't get the belt. Couple of hip drops there by the Russian Giant.
Throws her back in from ringside.
And Zinda feeling confident. She's doing very, very well, to be honest. Zinda on the middle rope. And pow! Double axe handle to the top of the head. Goes for the pin. And oh, good eye by the referee. Let's have a round of applause for the referees catching the rope breaks after the debacle of a couple of weeks ago. Zinda has her up and power bombed. Hooks the leg again. Awfully close to the ropes again. Got to be careful. Are we going to see a new champion? No. After two, Zinda can't believe it. She knows how close she just got. But listen, give Zinda credit. She is doing very, very well here against the champ. Zinda sent into the corner. Marcella with a couple of rights to the face. Referee, get out of the way so we can see the action here. Marcella out to the middle of the ring, hits the backbreaker. Not quite done. Hits another. Zinda heads to the apron. Listen, Peter Jordanson is an absolute professional. That is insulting, sir. On the apron, and Marcella drops her back first onto the apron. And now, oof. They lock up, reversal from Zinda. They lock up again, and Zinda sent hard into the announcer's desk.
Easier said than done. They are not concerned about anyone else's well-being.
Zinda sent back into the ring. Referee tells Marcella to get back in, but Marcella takes a little bit of time before she does. Nice dodge by Zinda. Zinda hits her with the big boot to the face out of nowhere. And Zinda, no reversal from Marcella. Reversing the powerbomb. And now pump handle. That might be it, ladies and gentlemen. No, Zinda gets the shoulder up. Marcella saying a slow count, but I don't think that was the case. Fans shouting "Fight forever." They're loving this match as much as I am. And look at the power. Deadlifts her from the mat, high over her head. And then right back down. Hooks the leg. That might be all she wrote for Zinda. No, Zinda kicks out again. Again, Zinda, this is a golden opportunity. She is going to put 110% into it, but is that going to be enough to beat Marcella? Tough to say. But she's going out fighting. Blocked by Marcella. They lock up. Marcella has her up. Fall-away slam. Zinda on the ropes. And Marcella, what is she doing here? Ooh, ties her up on the ropes, then hits her with the knees. And finally the big boot. Knocks her out to ringside, and Zinda taking a shellacking right now at the hands of the champ. Started off strong, but Marcella, the longer this match goes on, I think the longer it benefits Marcella Grossi. Stomping her opponent into the dirt right now. Marcella not as concerned about the count out here as Zinda has to be. Zinda, oof. Zinda has her up, and oh, the clothesline. Step over, going to be another clothesline. They're going to have to watch the count out here. I'm not sure what we're at. And 3. They're at a 6 count. Zinda tosses Marcella up the ramp. This might be a count out, ladies and gentlemen. Zinda heading back to the ring. That's an 8 count. Zinda might win this match, but may not win the belt. Marcella runs back. It's a 9 count. Is she going to get back in time? She does right at the last second. And then immediately goes to work on Zinda. Big back body drop. And now into the spine buster. Sneaky little toe drop there from Zinda. What an incredible match. Oh, there's the spear. That's got to be it after the spear. And 3, Marcella Drosy. But what a match. Listen, give credit where credit is due. Zinda, after that grueling 30-woman Royal Rumble, goes in against the champ and almost gets it, let's be honest. There was a couple of times in that match I thought Zinda had it. But in the end, the unstoppable one continues to be unstoppable.
Here is your winner.
And comes out again with the belt. Here's Peter Jordanson with the, snatching it away from Peter Jordanson. Listen, show a little respect to our head referee, please, and thank you. I mean, a good match from Zinda. We were kind of gunning for a little. We were kind of hoping for a little bit. But listen, at the end of the day, Marcella Drosy, 3-time women's champion for a reason, and you just saw 1, 2, 3 of them right there. All right, women's tag team belts up for grabs. And your challengers, former tag team champions Pink Perfection, having another crack at the Stunners, trying to get those belts back. Again, Pink Perfection, no easy road to get here. They were in an 8-woman 4-way tornado match. 4 teams entered, 1 team left, and it was Pink Perfection.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight,
but again, the Stunners have been strong against Pink Perfection historically. But listen, these two great teams have gone back and forth a number of times. And are Pink Perfection going to get the belts back tonight? Yeah, I think, Jeremiah, you've got a few you can spare on bids. Or predictions, rather, not bids. All right, Whitney Parker and Victoria Long, Pink Perfection, but they are going to have to beat your RLWF Women's Tag Team Champions, the Stunners. Jeannie Gorgeous on the left. Beautiful Becca on the right. Fans going nuts. Pom-poms available at the RLWF merch store. Go to www.rlwf.com/merch, not a real website.
I love them. I'm not like everybody else, Cole. It seems like everybody's
Pom-poms indeed. Now hold the phone.
But not me.
Somebody hit you with a newspaper. Down, boy. Avert your eyes, you. Avert your eyes, sir. A beautiful Becca and Jeannie Gorgeous looking to defend the belts once again against Pink Perfection, a tornado tag match. Let me start the prediction while they do the introductions. From the beautiful Ready to Rumble arena.
Tornado tag team match. And is for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers.
There you go, Pink Perfection getting the boos from the crowd. We all know who the favorites are in this match. And you're looking at them right there.
The tag titles on the line.
We have already seen the men's tag titles change hands tonight with the win by the Brotherhood. Are we going to see the women's tag team titles change hands as well?
Big matchup for these.
There's the bell.
As a former NXT
And Pink Perfection going right to work here against the Stunners. Jeannie Gorgeous, though, with a nice backbreaker on Whitney Parker. Did I start the prediction? I don't think I did. Or did I? I did start the prediction. Again, if you're watching this and this is the first time you've been watching the RLWF, and you'd like your own superstar in the ring, all you got to do, subscribe to the Twitch channel or come by, hang out for a couple of streams, and once you've got 5,000 channel points, bang, just like that, you're in. You can even use your Amazon Prime. If you've got Amazon Prime, you've got a free Twitch subscription. That'll do the trick. Again, we're going to be heading into Season 3 soon. Perfect time to jump in. 2 count only there for beautiful Becca on Whitney Parker.
This is just punishing, disrespectful. Oh, definitely hurts. That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that. Saw that one coming, took advantage.
And Jeannie Gorgeous and Whitney Parker squaring off inside the ring. Beautiful Becca taking it to Victoria Long outside. It is a lot of pink. It is a lot of pink. Thank goodness for Jeannie Gorgeous in the blue. I mean, it would be bad enough, but the hair of Whitney Parker alone is too much pink. David, you missed it, but at the Monsters... Oh, hey, hold the phone. Pinned by Jeannie Gorgeous, trying to put this one away early. 2 count only. But at the Monsters Brawl pay-per-view, our Halloween-themed pay-per-view, Pink Perfection came to the ring dressed as two versions of Barbie. And there was just as much, if not more, pink in those outfits.
And the possibility for serious injury just went way up.
All the former episodes, if you'd like to check out the Monsters Brawl, available on my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, why not? You should be. If you're watching this on YouTube and you are subscribed, thanks. Thanks, YouTube people. You're the best. Fighting outside the ring, no countouts, no disqualifications in this match. And now, like I say, stomping on that copious pink hair of Whitney Parker and pulling up. Monsters Brawl was a lot of fun. Monsters Brawl was a lot of fun. I gotta admit. Whitney Parker tossed back in. Meanwhile, beautiful Becca. I mean, not a bad idea because it's keeping Victoria Long from interfering in the match. And she is just locked in a submission hold. Camel clutch locked in the middle of the ring, but Whitney Parker able to pry her way out of it. Victoria Long now coming back against beautiful Becca. And Victoria Long finally coming back to help out her partner, but Whitney Parker seems to have things under control here against Jeannie Gorgeous, at least for the moment. Jeannie Gorgeous getting double teamed. Here comes beautiful Becca. I don't know if they spotted her. Stunner on Victoria Long, hooks the leg. Whitney Parker has to break that one up. Jeannie on the middle rope and hits the crossbody. Goes for the pin. And 3 just like that. The Stunners retain the women's tag team belts. There's the Stunner on Victoria Long, and then the flying crossbody from the middle rope from Jeannie Gorgeous. 1, 2, 3, and that is all she wrote for Pink Perfection. The Stunners, your women's tag team champions still. The Stunners are back indeed, Jeremiah. Let me tell you, their last run as champions, their first run as champions, was impressive, and I think that this second run might be even more impressive. Of course, they're going to at least have to defend their belts again at Slamaganza, so one more opportunity for someone to try and take this off of them, but I don't know. Who do you think is going to be able to step up and do it? If not Pink Perfection, who else in the women's division is going to be able to take those belts off them? I don't know. It may not be possible, ladies and gentlemen. It may not be possible. I've been there, David. I've been there.
The following contest is scheduled
All right, announcer in the ring. It is the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Your newly crowned RLWF Men's Champion Zeke, representing the Brotherhood, up against the winner of the 30-man Royal Rumble earlier this evening, none other than Course Grind, representing the Force. And Course Grind lights the pyro. You can bet that in between his 30-man Rumble win and now, I can only imagine the quantities of coffee consumed to be ready.
It's a big fight feel here tonight.
I honestly I don't even know how much it is. I mean, probably an unsafe amount of caffeine is what I'm trying to say. An unsafe amount of caffeine. Sorry, my phone's buzzing. Let me just turn that off. There we go.
He is mentally prepared. This man
His shirt says "Death Before Decaf." Death before decaf. This man is all about the caffeine, and let me tell you, is it going to be enough to pull him through? He must be exhausted coming into this match already.
Superstars around.
But standing in his way, representing the Brotherhood, the newly crowned men's champion, after defeating Johnny Fantastic just a few days ago on Shock, it is Zeke. And Zeke, unlike Course Grind, rested, fresh, ready to go. We'll see if that makes a difference here. Zeke makes his way to the ring.
When you're the champ, you don't have to worry about winning. You just have to make sure you don't lose.
I mean, Course Grind, a former All-Star champion, so we know he knows how to get it done in a championship match. But getting bumped up to the big leagues here in the men's for the men's championship, a little bit different. A late birthday gift for DB indeed. Of course, Grind's able to pull this one off.
Facing perhaps his biggest challenge yet. Now, can he rise to meet the challenge?
Bear with me 1 second. I just gotta check something. Make sure we're good there. There you go. And better yet, DB is streaming right now. So if if he wins this match, I mean, whether he wins this match or loses this match, we might raid DB. Definitely if he wins, for sure. Styles, welcome in, sir. Welcome in. You are coming in at the perfect time, Styles. The main event of the pay-per-view. Let me start the prediction, and you can let me know who you think is going to walk out of here with that beautiful belt.
Introducing the challenger from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 200.
Again, Course Grind. Course Grind. We don't. Again, he just formed the Force. He has been tied up in all sorts of legal and financial shenanigans with Darth Brooks, and has formed a stable with Darth Brooks, and Penny Haps called the Force. So a lot going on already with Course Grind. And now an opportunity to win the men's championship on top of everything. Fanatic, all I know about the WWE Rumble that's going on tonight, the only thing I know is that if I don't want Hulk Hogan to appear, and if he does, I don't want him to win the Rumble. That's all I know. There have been rumors. So we'll have to see. All right, there is Zeke versus Course Grind. There's the bell. Zeke with the spear right out of the gate. Zeke not fooling around.
Yours truly, you know it finally matters in our industry. Well, you're certainly not Mr. Modest today, are you, Corey?
And Zeke, again, suspecting that Course Grind may not be at 100% after having to fight through that grueling 30-man Royal Rumble. Trying to set the tempo right off the bat. Has him up and down. Oh my God. And now working on that arm. Going for the pin already. I think that's a little disrespectful. There's no way Course Grind's getting pinned this early, but
only going to get harder. Oh dear, this
and alley-oop out of the corner.
your opponent out of the corner.
The challenger eating
Nice
up the
counter
damage.
there from Course Grind. He's got to get some kind of momentum here. I mean, more like 4 pots probably of coffee you is my guess.
Landing face first.
But is there enough caffeine that can prepare you for a title match against Zeke? I don't know. We'll find out. And there's the sidewalk slam, nicely executed.
Through the ring.
And of course, Grind has him up. No reversal into the DDT by Zeke. Beautiful, beautiful move. They lock up again, and now Course Grind with the Gutbuster.
Oh, he retaliates. Oh, just
And reversal after reversal here. Finally, Zeke gets Course Grind into the corner. He blocks.
One response after another. Back and forth we go. Oh no.
And the Samoan spike.
And spike to the throat.
A painful maneuver.
nasty headbutt.
Headbutt into the suplex, hooks the leg.
Into the pin attempt. There's 2.
He's still
2
in the
count
fight, but
only.
for how much longer?
Taking it outside the ring now. He returns
This
to
is
the ring.
Zeke versus Course Grind Styles for the belt. Zeke just won the belt off of Johnny Fantastic on Shock.
Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want.
DB, welcome in, welcome in. Are you coming out as champion? We are going to find out. Zeke with another spear. Reversal from Course Grind. Has him in the corner. Using him like a punching bag. Shots to the ribs, shots to the face. Continuing to stomp away, and now another alley-oop. Kip up from Zeke, but Course Grind waiting for him. Sends him into the Irish Whip. Missed on the power bomb attempt, or power slam attempt, rather, I think. Hits him with a couple of elbows to the gut. And French press. Hooks the leg. Are we going to see a new champion right here? Oh, 2.5. Zeke manages to kick out from the Course Grind, but Course Grind on that caffeine high. Pounding away with those tree trunk arms on Zeke.
Never say die attitude on full display.
Has him in the headlock, a little shot to the forehead. Why not? And the crowd going crazy. We all know who they'd like to see win this match. To ringside now. Stomping away on Zeke now, drops the elbow. Again, Course Grind has to be careful. If he wins here by countout, he does not get the belt. So he is definitely going to want to get him back into the ring. He is appealing to the crowd, though, now. They lock up, and Zeke sends Course Grind back into the ring. And Grind has him up, and oof. Couple of uppercuts. And a big slam. The crowd loving it, as is Course Grind. Zeke up off the mat, though, into the spear. Again, going for the pin. 2 count only. Oh my gosh. Course Grind. So close to defeat there, Zeke. They're both up, and now, ooh, into the running DDT. Course Grind says, get up. Get up, Zeke. And boom, flattens him with the clothesline. Has him up over his head. And drops him. Off both sets of ropes, and the big splash. And now setting him up. Are we going to see a second French press? We are. French press. New champ. No rope break. Oh. Oh, heartbreaker. Course Grind had it. He's got him up again into another. Another French press. That's got to be it. Oh, another rope break again. Oh, this is tragic. Tragic. Course Grind, that close to being a new champ, goes for another French press, and Zeke hits him with the fall-away moonsault slam. They roll out. Oh my God, if they were a little further away from the ropes, Course Grind would be the men's champion right now. Right now. Zeke with 2 lucky breaks in a row. Is that going to be the difference maker in this match? Double underhook, suplex from Zeke. Well, like I say, we talked to the referees, and they've been much better about the rope breaks tonight, even Peter Jordanson. So you have to give them credit. It's just that, is this going to be it? Is Zeke finally got enough to put Course Grind down? No. Shoulder up somehow. Headbutt. And into the suplex. And a rope break again. Listen, live by the sword, die by the sword. Zeke has him up. And oh no. Heaven to hell, middle of the ring. No ropes to save him this time. This could be it for Course Grind. No, Course Grind with the kick out. Zeke's going to set him up a second time, though. If he gets a second Heavens to Hell, that's going to be it. Has him up. And a second Heaven to Hell. That's got to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That has got to be it. 1, 2, 3, your winner, Zeke. Narrowly avoiding disaster. What a match by both superstars. Unbelievable. Course Grind that close to being the men's champion. Zeke celebrating in chat. I mean, listen, a great match. You got, and again, the rope breaks broke both ways that time. They broke both ways that time. We can't make any claims of shenaniganism, which is a word I just made up. Zeke, your men's champion. The Brotherhood are going to be celebrating. They come out of this pay-per-view with the men's championship belt and the tag team championships. You got to wonder if Damian Havoc is going to be tasked with targeting THP to go after that All-Star belt at this point to try and have the clean sweep. What a match. What a show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the Ready to Rumble pay-per-view, and we will be back next week with more weekly shows. And keep in mind, at the end of February, it is going to be Slamaganza 2. Electric Boogaloo. Coming soon.